And that was the first time you see me by myself solo. I'm 7, aka Sycho, still representing 730. And I'm here to talk to you about something that I really take serious. And I know we touched upon it before as the group 730. But now I want to talk to you one-on-one. Just you and I. Shh. About the whole being one and true with yourself. Being comfortable with yourself. Which seems to be the most hardest thing in society to be. Like, people can have millions, billions of dollars, but still not comfortable in their own skin. That's the hardest thing. And I'm trying to figure out why. It's funny, Method Man was on a radio station one time. Shout out to Method Man. Love him. Team Pisces. One time he said, he was on a radio station, he did a poll of his own research, and he said 75% of black women was happy with their bodies. He wanted to know what happened to the other 25%. And I thought to myself, I'm like, no, that's not true. I'm happy with my body. I thought about myself, wait a minute, you're right. I'm not completely happy, and what can I do to make myself happy? And it's not just black women, it's not a cultural thing. It's being comfortable in your own skin is not just a female thing, it's a male thing too. Which is something that you have to figure out within time of how to do. And people who know me personally try to figure out how am I comfortable to be able to be that free and talk and speak what's on my mind. I did grow up in a sarcastic family. Let me get that straight. Let me tell you. Parents, sarcastic in the mug. And let me tell you, I know I was sarcastic. I didn't. I learned that from co-workers. Like, you are very sarcastic. I had one guy told me that I'm so sarcastic, if I wasn't his girlfriend, he'd have punched me dead in the mouth. Now, however, I should have saw it back then as a sign that he is violent and crazy. I should have dumped him right there in the spot. I didn't see that. Hindsight 2020. But I did talk to Kill. You know Kill, the 30 from 730. She was like, yeah, girl, you are sarcastic, but the reason why you probably don't see it because your whole family's sarcastic. And I'm like, oh, my whole family? Dang. That's a huge statement, your whole family. And then I'm like, oh. Then she told me, she's like, oh, try not to be sarcastic for a day. I'm like, all right. So I tried for I wanted to do it for an hour, and it worked. Within 10 minutes, I was sarcastic again. And then I remember that night she called me in the middle of the night. I was asleep. And then she was like, why you pick up your phone? I was like, because it rang. She's like, you even sarcastic in your sleep, girl. I was like, sorry. I wasn't trying to be. Then, I realized that's a part of me. When I'm in relationships, I learned to be able to adjust that. Like, don't be so forward and come at the person I'm with. Because in a relationship, you got to be more loving. You got to know how to adjust yourself in different situations. Even at work, there's different people at work. It's impossible for you to like everybody at work. Impossible. Because of your personality and their personality, they're set in their ways depending on how old they are. And even sometimes they're young. They're set. They feel like they don't have to change. They feel like that's it. Accept them how they are. You have to learn to adapt. And to learn that skill is hard. Very hard. And if you know my boss, if you got to know my boss, and someone interviewed her, she would tell you how I was when she first met me versus how I am now. Completely different person. I'm more laid back. I'm more understanding. I've always been forgiving. I didn't realize how forgiving I could be until different situations happen. I learned you gotta, let go. I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. Meditating and understanding to become one with oneself, which is a real hard thing to do. And everything and everyone affects everyone in some shape, form, or fashion. You just gotta understand that. You gotta understand who you are and what you are. If you're a person that's big-boned, so what? Be happy you're big-boned. You got skinny girls who's trying to be big-boned. If you were skinny and you just want to stay skinny, just be happy you skinny. You got big-boned girls that love to be skinny. You gotta be comfortable with you. Whatever you are, That's you. If you want to get in shape, I tell people all the time, it's always good to be in shape, not because of what society is and what they want you to be. It's more or less because of the fact of what makes you happy. If you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you're happy, then that's you. You be you. You look in the mirror like, damn, I look good. And you say it to yourself every day, it's a positive type of feedback that you give yourself. It's positive brainwashing yourself that, you know what? Don't good, I do look good. Who dare say I don't? Look at me and be like, today I look good. And if you're short, you want to be tall, but today I am tall. I'm tall in the mud. However you need to get you through the day, however positive reinforcement you need. I know I encourage everyone to read The Secret. I encourage everybody to know what their chakras are, which is the energy that flows through your body, and understand these things that's really important about yourself. Because once you become one with yourself, anybody can mess with you. Nobody can mess with you. People can tell you things in the street, oh, you this, you that, and the third, and you be like, okay, that's how you feel. That's your energy, but I'm good. And when you're good, it passes through people, and people feel it. They feel that vibe. They're like, oh, I wish I could be that good. I wish I could be that comfortable. How can she do that? How can he do that? It takes practice. It takes getting up in the morning, going to sleep at night, meditating and thinking like, you know what? Accept what you can change, accept what you can't change. That right there is how you can truly positively be one with yourself and be comfortable in your own skin. And once you're comfortable in your own skin, nobody can touch you. Oh, you all kinds of like, what? You said, what? You said what about me? No, you ain't talking about me. I'm good. All kinds of power. Who's stopping you? Only person who could truly stop you is you. If you look in the mirror, be like, no stopping, uptown, no stopping, no stopping, all night long. Granted, I can't sing, really kill do that whole part right there. But you do get my point. All the old school heads know that song. All those who don't know, Google it. Guarantees you'll find it, and that'll be one of the songs you could dance to. Old school songs that came out basically in the 70s. Who doesn't talk about that? My whole point is that you need to understand how you can be comfortable in your own skin and do it. Because it hurts my heart to see so many people out here just depressed and upset. And don't get me wrong, depression is a serious thing. Because I used to be depressed all the time. And it's something that you still, and I still fight with every day. I used to be depressed. I used to be suicidal in elementary school, in high school. I was a cutter at one point. Shout out to my parents. Love you. Appreciate you. You know, shout out to the utmost, God, you know, for being able to see different signs. You know, well, technically it wasn't like a real sign, but it was the fact that she saw my wrist and my arm. Can't get no clearer than that. But point is, you know, she saw it and they sat me down, talked to me, asked me if I wanted therapy. I was like, oh no, I'm good. I ain't gonna do it. But it was like, you know, if you want to talk, talk to us. We need you to speak and say what's on your mind and what's getting you to this level. Even back to when I was like 7, 8 years old, I was suicidal and jumped in front of a bus, and my older sister pulled me back. And it's funny, recently, you know, it's now 2014, 2013, I told my mother the story, and my older sister never told her that story. And she was shocked that that even happened. It was a lot of trials and tribulations, me being comfortable and learning how to be comfortable in my own skin and dealing with the fact that it's only normal you're going to get depressed. Things is going to hit you. I'm not positive 24/7. Oh yeah, I love life. That's not something that I'm saying is going to happen. You're going to have your ups and your downs. It's how you get through it and who's your foundation, who's around you that can help you. It's different. What they have now and what they had back then, way different. There was no hotlines I could call except for the freaking line. The freaking line was available back then. And there was another line they had back then, you could do phone numbers. I got myself in a whole lot of trouble with my parents. But now you got stuff that's positive out there. And that's what's really important. Is positive lines that, you know, if you're suicidal, if you're depressed, if you're upset, and you have, your insurance can cover different things. You have counselors now that's more aware of it. You know, any problem situation you have, go to someone. Don't be ashamed. Therapy is not something that you should be ashamed of, no matter what community you come from. You know, and different communities do frown upon that, and I'm so happy and so proud to say that, you know, my community is really known for that, but my parents were not. You know, shout out to my dad being a Vietnam vet, shout out to my mom's going through the civil rights and understanding the marches and stuff that happened back then, and all the things she's been through, her trials and tribulations, that know that you can't judge a child for what they're going through, but help the child for what they're going through. So please understand, as much as I talk and I love to talk, you have people on the phone lines that's ready for you to help you, to be comfortable in your own skin. No one's perfect. Everybody got issues and drama. Trust and believe. If you sit me down, I guarantee you I can tell you so many issues and dramas I've been through in my life, from pre-K up into college, what I've been through. But it's who's around you, who helps you through it, who gets you there. Please, if you need help, go get it. This is Sycho, aka 7, and give my government, aka Tasha. You know about that? What? Love Tasha. How you like me now? Ooh, real government. Please, be comfortable with yourself. Be one with yourself. This is Sycho, aka 7 again. 7. I'm deucing out.